Perfect, because welcome
I don't
back
know.
to LETZ Podcast.
Cold opening again, baby.
I don't want to
Woo!
be here.
Opening, we are here.
I
Today
want
we
to
are
go
here with
home.
Luke, sorry.
Epstein.
I got distracted.
Evan.
Trent.
And Zach.
You doubled
Let's
down on the
go.
Epstein thing, and I respect it. So, I think I told a few of these compadres, but I think this is a good start with the pod. So, my sister bought a bunch of records a month back,
Are they
and she was
fake?
at the record store, and she just bought names that she didn't know. So she bought like Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra. She bought names that I listen to, but she's not a big fan of. And then she took this one home because she heard the name before, but she didn't know
Oh, no.
who he was. She bought a Bill Cosby record, sitting in her house. Like she just
that's
bought
so
it. And bought,
funny.
here's a Bill. So she's gonna have like someone over there be like, "Why do you have a Bill Cosby record?" She's like, a huge fan, like his early stuff. It was him doing comedy because he doesn't sing, but isn't that crazy?
I like his early stuff. That's
A
fantastic.
comedy
What a conversation
vinyl
starter.
already is kind of like insane behavior to do like a comedy vinyl, but
No, I don't think he murdered anyone, dude.
teach your own. Well, he didn't.
He didn't murder anyone.
No,
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't.
just did unspeakable things to them.
See that video where he pretends to kill a reporter?
Well,
It's like the most insensitive thing I've ever seen.
That wasn't
Sorry, let's
Bill
jump in.
Cosby.
That wasn't Bill Cosby.
Who was it?
you thinking of O.J. Simpson?
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm talking about OJ. That's crazy. No, I messed up a
I
little.
was
Oh,
gonna say,
my goodness.
when you said the murder thing, I was like, I think you're thinking of O.J.
Yeah, no.
Wow, this is
So
really
the club
good.
doesn't quit. That's OJ.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I was mistaken the two completely. not
How?
Well, to be honest, I'm sure it was a very specific reason.
What a great start to this episode.
Both of
I was gonna say, this is a
Racist.
great
both of their
start.
names have O in them.
Maybe we should just keep with this.
So wait, is
topic.
the record Bill Cosby or is it OJ?
I think it is Bill Cosby.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think
you just-
OJ did.
I was gonna say if there's an OJ vinyl, I'm stealing that.
There is a song on Jay-Z's track called O.J. Simpson. I don't. It's a record. Anyway, sorry, Trent, rope us back in.
Yeah,
Back to
please
Florida.
fix this. Please fix
Let's back
this.
in. The actual topic of this conversation, please stay. I swear we don't talk about this stuff all the time.
No, this is how we
Is about random stuff. We're doing segments, but before we do that, we're actually
Man of
ranking
Steel.
some things. We are going to be looking at all the movies we've talked about on the podcast and then ranking all of them against each other. And then what we'll do from here on out after we have this episode is when we talk about a new movie, we'll put it in this list where we think it should land. And I think what we said before is we're going to be strong on this list and we can't move it once we give it a place. Is that correct, everyone? Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
I
I
can't
don't know.
wait to ride the Gabby's Dollhouse wave and put it on the top of the list.
Perfect. So the movies that we'll be looking at, I'll just name them off right quick, I guess, is Thunderbolts and the Minecraft movie, which we didn't specifically. Thunderbolts we did specifically talk about. Minecraft, we just talked about it a little bit, I think, at one point. And then,
Book of Eli.
gosh, sorry, where's my list? And then, sorry, where's my list? F1,
Rose.
Fires and the Real Girl, Silence,
Oh, he's
and the Book of
glitching.
Eli. Excuse me. Those are all the movies that we're doing. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of
sir.
like stopped and spit up for a sec, but you're good.
It's okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm burping a lot. I'm feeling kind of sick, so I
Don't-
think my throat is going to be like.
What kind of
in and
cold
out.
is that?
The burp.
I don't know. It just started today, so anyway. But we're not
What
talking about
happens
that.
at camp
That's fine.
stays at camp, dude.
Oh, okay.
You know it's Zach. You know.
Just
So,
like a
let's start this,
story about skinny dipping.
It's crazy. Yeah. So I think we should just propose ones. I think we should start at the bottom, go to the top. We should propose ones to be at the bottom,
Okay.
and then go up. from there.
My
Wait,
vote
wait.
for the bottom.
Wait. Okay. No, sorry. I see what you're doing now. Okay. I'm gonna.
I was
we
just
should
gonna
cool
say
if I
that
share
I
my
didn't see
screen.
silent. Let's just
Okay.
put it in post.
Put your mom in the post in basketball. Like
Hey.
Duncan
Bro's
Robinson.
literally like
That's funny.
5'9". You literally can't.
Like not 5'9", dude. That's crazy.
The slander.
You literally can't.
All
dunk.
right.
Why would
Dude, you
even
can't say it.
that?
No viewers gonna believe that I'm actually 6'2", but I am. I'm not just
Oh
saying
yeah,
that.
6'2".
Zach is the only
Oh
one
yeah.
under 6 feet here.
Okay, buddy. Yeah.
Evan
Okay.
and Trent are like
Little bro's
giants, and then I'm average
overcompensating.
size, and
Oh, by
Zach's
the
like
way,
the
yeah, I
size.
also have a size 14 shoe, and I'm really good at
Zach's the
basketball.
size of like a Korok in
I can run a 3-minute mile or something.
Okay, so yeah, so bottom of the list, Evan proposed Minecraft, Zach proposed Silence. I'm not gonna put Silence at the bottom. I'm willing to put Minecraft there.
I didn't know we were just gonna vote on the position. I was just gonna say I'm putting Silence on the bottom because I didn't watch it.
No, we have to decide as a group.
Well, then
have one
dude, crazy that you'd want
stance.
Minecraft. Do you just like hate fun?
Minecraft all the way. Minecraft is last.
Do you just like hate
like
fun?
pretty easily.
Dude, that movie was an embarrassment of itself. I hate that movie.
Yeah, but it's funny. Do you think of Chicken Jockey? Am I right?
Oh my gosh.
Chicken Jockey.
Crazy.
You know what? Zach's convinced me.
I gotta give it to him. He hit it really well. That Chicken Jockey, he hit it really well.
No, to be fair, to me, the bottom two, I haven't watched Minecraft, so the one above it, I could put below it.
Minecraft, if you went with zero expectations and you just wanted to laugh, then I think it was pretty good.
That's crazy because I didn't even find it that funny. More of how absurd everyone else found it funny. I was like, "What are we doing here, people?"
I didn't buy a second popcorn just to watch during the Chicken Jockey part.
Imagine. It's like just 3 popcorns. They threw one for every hype moment.
Like, what are we doing here?
But
That was my.
So
my problem is though, like, what else are you gonna do with Minecraft?
I don't. Not that.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's
like, what else are you gonna do though?
I don't know. Pay me to write a screenplay.
Video game adaptations have been so
try.
lackluster, except for Sonic, for whatever reason.
Dude, the Fallout show, low-key good.
It's a show.
It's
I don't know. I think shows, but like, I think shows and movies are different. We're not talking about shows on this.
We have to decide this. I haven't seen Minecraft. So what do you three think of? Should we talk about
I'm thinking it's Minecraft movies outvoted, so I think Minecraft movie bottom.
I agree.
On my list is as lit as last.
Okay.
Crazy
Well,
that you have something that could like you're fine putting last over Minecraft.
I was gonna put Thunderbolts.
That's
I haven't
crazy.
seen Minecraft.
The only thing
Thunderbolts is crazy.
I had Thunderbolts
but
last under Minecraft.
Luke, you
You
said
had Thunderbolts under Book of Eli?
Yeah. Dude, I don't even remember what happened in Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was not memorable.
Oh, what were you gonna say, Evan? Okay, I don't remember. This is good. Never mind. Trent was right. This is content. I thought it was gonna fall into place pretty easily.
I thought so too. Maybe I was confused. Didn't you say, Luke, that you were fine putting Minecraft like second last because there's something you're fine putting dead last?
I'd be happy to put Book of Eli under it. I'm not too fond of either.
Okay.
That's crazy, Luke.
I
You said multiple times since we've talked about that movie that you know that you were wrong about your opinion.
No, I didn't say wrong. I
realized-
still think it's a bad movie.
No, you said you realized that it was a better movie than you gave it credit for. You
Better
said
than I
that
gave it credit for.
multiple
It's still
times.
bad, dude. It's still a bad movie.
No, you can't call it bad.
It's not good. It's definition of
You
bad.
can't call it bad. You can't
Okay,
call
so
it
let's
bad.
talk about Minecraft at the bottom. We've decided that.
Yeah,
bottom of the
I
list.
guess.
So let's debate this next spot. So Zach has Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was my second highest, so I don't have Thunderbolts anywhere close.
Yeah,
to this
I'm not
spot.
putting it anywhere near Minecraft.
Trent, where did you have it?
Dude, I don't even remember what happened in Thunderbolts. Everyone was just so whiny the entire movie.
That's
Like,
crazy.
you liked it when it
Real
came out.
emotions, and he calls it whiny.
No, dude, John Walker. I hate John Walker.
That's crazy, dude. He's the best he's ever been in that role.
That's true. That's
The
true.
best he's ever been is still
we're
a
not
freaking.
rehashing this debate,
That's like
okay?
stepping
This is
out
of
on
your
the
career.
pod already.
The one I
He's
have
a
is the
great
second
actor.
last. No, he's not. The last one I have is second last. I actually have F1 there. Is what my second last.
I
pick is.
actually kind of liked F1.
Okay, now
I
we
like
have very
that.
Yeah,
different
I did
debates.
too.
Can we
But
just-
it's my least favorite of my other ones.
Should we just all share a list and then debate them and come up with a because it's feel like
Well, no, because we'll have to go back through it if we do that.
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
like this format. Luke, go ahead. What do you propose?
yeah, no, I had Minecraft, then Book of Eli above Minecraft. I'm who said F1 there? Was that you, Trent?
Yeah.
I'm not too much higher. I have F1 right above Book of Eli, but I think there's a wide gap between the two. I would say F1 was like it was the first movie that I really kind of liked, and then everything above that I was like great stuff for me.
Me, I'm like Minecraft movie, and then there's a pretty big gap between that and F1. Then I would say there's a gap between F1 and the next one, which I'm not totally sure is what yet, but
Oh, you Zach, just for like placement's sake, what do you have above? What do you have above Thunderbolts?
Like immediately, I kind of had Book of Eli and Thunderbolts kind of tied.
Okay, and Evan.
I would put Book of Eli here. Um,
Okay,
I
so we
don't
have
love
two.
putting it next to Minecraft just because I think it's a better movie, but I think it is the second worst out of everything we've seen.
So we have two Book of Eli here. We have Zach who says he'd put Book of Eli or F or Thunderbolts here. We have Trent who's undecided. Trent, would you have Minecraft F1 and then what would be next? If you have Book of Eli, I think we can safely put Eli there. I'm already thinking we can actually probably safely put Eli. in
Yeah,
that
I
spot,
kinda
I'm
like
not gonna
Eli
lie.
there.
it doesn't even matter because
I'm
yeah,
okay
you guys
with
are.
Eli there.
That's crazy. You guys, I think you had two have Evan have said that you were too harsh on that movie.
In the pod, yeah, I was definitely way too harsh on it. In real life, though, no, not really. Like it's not
Maybe,
great.
but maybe,
It's
dude. But
fine.
even then, like all the movies above it are good in my opinion. I guess we don't all agree on Thunderbolts, but I really
Yes,
liked
and
Thunderbolts.
I will
I
admit
liked
that
Lars and the Real
like
Girl, F1 and Silence. So.
Like
I probably
I think Thunderbolts was just aggressively mid.
This is
What are you gonna
crazy.
say, Trent?
I don't know if it was mid. I was just gonna say that yeah, maybe I would put Eli fourth because all the other ones I do like more. So anyway, are you guys putting Eli fifth, second last?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, I don't agree, just for the record, but
Here's what are you
you
making
win
a
some,
group
you
list?
lose some.
I'm sorry, just pick better movies next time, Trent. And then
Okay, you guys like me.
Yeah,
You
dude.
liked it.
Stop looking at like the.
Don't call it a bad movie. Don't call it a comeback when it
no such
hasn't even been here for years.
Ah,
You're right. I'll just sit in my post-apocalyptic wasteland with my KFC and my Beats by Dre. So let's go into the third place, or the next one up.
Third last.
I have
Oh,
F1
Thunderbolts?
here.
I think we can do this quickly. Oh. Oh yeah, sorry, F1. I forgot about F1. Yes, I agree. F1.
But Zach has Thunderbolts. What do you have in this spot, Evan?
I think I would have Lars here. I think I liked
really?
F1
You had F1 above
marginally
Lars.
more
Okay.
than Lars. Yeah.
That's wild. There was zero character development in F1.
See, we're not gonna rehash this. I think there
I was
was.
gonna say we were rehashing.
I
Yeah,
don't
well, I mean it's
understand
hard
how
when we're
you
talking
can
about these movies
think
not
that.
Yeah.
to. But let's talk. We can talk about this for because we haven't compared them. Why do you give F1 the edge over Lars, Evan?
I don't know. I do think it's like a really good Ryan Gosling role, but I think Brad Pitt is more my interest as an actor. Like I think Brad Pitt, not better, but I'm more drawn to his roles than I am Ryan Gosling.
So you're biased.
Sure, it's a subjective ranking. Everyone's gonna be biased here, dude.
He's a
Not
Brad
me.
Pitt show.
Not me. That's for sure.
Okay,
then
wait. I think we should.
Objectively, F1 made more money, so then objectively, F1's the correct, better movie.
Just
So.
the heart that was in Lars was so
Bro,
good.
F1 was just like, bro, I got a need for speed. And then he finds that chick and he's like, oh, I'm going to leave you. And then he does. And he's like, I still got a need for speed. That's the whole movie.
Can we talk? So the next four movies we have Silence, Thunderbolts, Lars and the Real Girl, and F1 to rank, right?
What a spread.
And I do want to say, it sounds like we all have a different. Because I'm assuming Zach, can I guess you have Lars and the Real Girl 1? Is that a fair assumption?
I actually really like that movie.
Trent, I don't know if yours is Lars or Silence. I assume it's between those two, although Thunderbolts could also be there for you. Evan, I assume yours is now Thunderbolts or Silence, and then mine is Silence. I'll just say it. So, can we get each of your favorite movie, and then can we? Because I think we can now go from the top and work our way to the middle, because we have a lot of interchangeable pieces right now.
Okay, I don't hate that.
That makes
You
sense?
said
Or my
Silence was your favorite.
Yeah, that was my top.
Mine is also Silence. So
Yes, let's go.
I don't know what to say because I didn't watch it.
So then Trent will probably help decide its placement.
Yeah.
Fudge. What are we doing, sorry? From the top?
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
what was
from
your
the
top movie?
Take
that
it from the
watched?
top.
The top, my favorite movie is Lars and the Real Girl.
That's
Okay, so we have
mine.
two. So we have
Whoa.
2 Silence and 2
2 and
Lars and the Real
2.
Girl.
What do we do?
Oh no.
Well,
Crazy.
I think the easy way. Trent, where did Silence fall on your list versus where did Lars and the Real Girl fall on all the rest of our lists? And that will put
Lars
Silence
and
at
the
the
Real
top.
Girl is my number 1. Silence is
That's
my
crazy,
number
Arclick.
2.
Because Lars and the Real Girl is my number 3 and Evan's number 4.
What's
And
number
Zach
Are we
hasn't
four?
doing
won.
it like that?
Well, if we're just going for like our group total, that would be
Average, yeah.
mathematically like the average, right?
Consensus. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be.
Then I don't get my way. You factor that in?
That's crazy.
No, but that's not how it works. So
What you could do
know.
is compromise the integrity of your personal list, put
Exactly.
Silence way lower, and then Lars and the Real Girl would sneak in.
Well, to
But
be fair, I put Silence
True.
last.
With that
so
said, Silence is worse than Minecraft movies, so
Yeah, I mean,
You're here to
it's
hear,
hard because
folks.
Zach hasn't seen Silence, so he can't have an
I
opinion on
put
the movie.
Silence last. So
So his opinion on it doesn't really count.
Wow, that's crazy.
actually that's a good point though. He did put it last in his list.
Again, Zach, it's like my Minecraft opinion. It doesn't really. Neither of us have a say in these movies.
That's crazy. You're just gonna validate me like that?
You haven't seen it.
I'm still a
It could be the
person with
greatest thing
Okay,
ever.
feelings.
We're
Evan
ranking
didn't
movies.
rewatch Lars. Evan didn't rewatch Lars for the podcast.
That's
But he's
true.
seen
He
it
barely
before.
remembered it.
He has seen it.
Yeah, but remember how many times he's like, "Oh, I forgot about that" during the pod.
no, that didn't happen.
It was at
I
least
don't
it was
remember
at
that at
least
all.
twice.
It was not.
That's crazy. They're just making stuff
Complete
up.
pretzel job here. What the frig?
Okay, so maybe it sounds like we can put Silence and Lars at 1 and 2 then, right? Because if we both have it 1, it
Yes.
should be 1 and 2. So let's decide 3 and 4. So it's between F1 and Thunderbolts. I have Thunderbolts above F1.
I agree.
I don't know, man. I don't think I do.
Thunderbolts over F1, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yes, I do too. Yeah.
Okay, Trent does. So large opinion wins. Sorry, Zach. It goes F1 and
Dude,
then
I
Thunderbolts.
hate democracy. What is this?
That's crazy.
F1 is 4th.
Yeah.
So it's Minecraft, Eli, F1, Thunderbolts. We're between Silence and Lars and the Real Girl for 1 and 2.
How about we put Silence, Lars, and the Real Girl tied for first until I watch it and break the tiebreaker.
Oh, I don't hate that. Are you gonna watch Silence?
I can at some point. By the time we get to this list a second time, I'll watch Silence.
Do you want to do that, or is that leaving viewers at home waiting? I think we should just put Silence at 1 until
I
Zach
guess you'll have to
watches it.
stay tuned to find out.
Like,
Maybe I'll rewatch Lars and the Real Girl, give it like half a star, and then that will tear it down, you know?
Don't do that. You've seen it. You don't count anymore.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'll do what Trent did.
This is
Yeah, no, I
revisionist history, okay?
think Lars the Real Girl is, it's I don't want to say the word, but it's racist, and it deserves to be
Coming from the guy who forgot,
burned.
who mixed up Bill Cosby and OJ.
Hey, at least I mixed up 2 of the bad ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did your opinion really matter on this? Like that is actually a good point.
Because I mixed up OJ and
That's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I think Silence is better. I don't know how to debate if
No, I
Zach can see
agree.
it. We're just going against Trent.
I think it's tied for first. They're tied. They're both beautiful pieces of art.
Any other ideas on how to resolve this conflict? Are we just gonna go with Zach's way? Are we doing my way?
Just
Some
put a
third way.
poll on YouTube.
No, I'm flipping a
Let's just
coin
put a
right
poll.
now. Flip a coin?
I don't really like
What do
that.
we
It doesn't
think?
make me feel
What do we
good.
think? I'm not looking. What is it? Heads
It's
is
heads.
silence?
It's heads.
Oh, so you want heads? For
No, I want
Right.
heads. It's always heads.
No. I
No,
want
no,
heads.
no. We
The coin
want
is
it.
never tails. I want heads.
Oh, the coin is a fake head, and in Lars and the Real Girl, Bianca had a fake head. So give me head.
True.
In
Pause.
Silence,
Fake
multiple
heads-
people get beheaded.
Those are all
Oh,
There's
real.
way
Those
more
are all
heads
real.
in Silence than there are in Lars.
Yeah,
and
but
the
real
Real
ones
Girl.
doesn't matter.
What?
Also, I hope you know by multiple there was literally I think one. So
I think there was
just
at least
make
two,
sure that's
dude.
known.
At least two,
I
but
name,
definitely
think
one.
of the other one. What's the other one?
Spoilers.
I can't think of another one, but there was two. Bro, it's called Silence. You knew some people were gonna be silenced. Okay.
I thought the movie
So
just
wait,
had no
no one
sound.
picked tails. Is that what's happening here? No one's picking tails.
No, we're both
Pick
picking
tails.
the same.
Zach, pick tails. I'll pick heads. You pick
I'll
tails.
pick tails.
We're
No.
not doing the coin flip. I'm nixing the coin flip idea. We're not doing the coin flip. That's the point of a list is to decide. Silence statistically has the better voting record right
Until I watch.
true.
now. Until Zach watches. So
Yeah,
we should
sure.
just
Let's
do
put
Silence,
silence number one.
and
then we can
then
revisit.
Thunderbolts. I mean, then Lars. And if Zach watches it, he can move it up or down one.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say the order right quick. So we have right now then we have Silence number one, Lars and the Real Girl number two, Thunderbolts number three, F1 number four, Book of Eli number five, Minecraft movie number six. So as of now, except for the first two, are we locking those in?
Yes.
Yeah,
don't
I
hate this thing.
guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll lock it in for now, and then maybe we'll revisit the first two.
Democracy.
I
I like
hate
it. I like that.
democracy. I
Good
wish
job, guys.
democracy did die with thunderous applause. That'd be.
We got
freaking
through that. We
epic,
didn't even
dude.
debate John Walker again fully. We just touched on it.
I hate John Walker, dude. He's not a good actor.
Crazy. We're moving on.
So that means I'm with the next segment.
Oh.
Let me explain my hands copy. This is my teaching hand. Okay, let me explain the next segment. So I've compiled a list of video game facts. They're kind of crazy facts. I want you guys to guess if they're true or false. Whoever guesses the most right wins. If they're true, I think there's a few I'd like to talk about a little bit as a podcast. But does that make sense? There's like confusion there.
Not that I can. It's basically just trivia night.
It kind of is, but focus on video games. So fact one: true or false? Okay. Video games make more money than the film and music industry combined. True or false?
What do you consider
Combined?
making money?
Global revenue generated.
Does that
I'm
mean?
gonna say false on that.
Does that mean coming ahead? Because there's a lot of movies losing money lately.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean coming ahead. I think it means what made the most.
It would probably just be net revenue. It wouldn't be like.
Or maybe just
profit or
net revenue.
anything. Sorry, so not net revenue. It would just be gross revenue, probably.
Yeah, it's
see.
saying global revenue on this thing is that I used as a.
I'm gonna say false, and here's why. The music industry is huge everywhere. There are places that don't play video games and don't watch movies, but music is popular everywhere. So I'm gonna say music is like doing a lot of the heavy lifting in the film and music category, but it does more than video game.
I went in the Evan like. Would you say though if it was just the video game industry versus the movie industry, video games make more? Because
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was a stat. Okay,
Yeah, no,
that's where
I
I'm
was gonna
at. Like
say,
I know
I've
it's the
heard
number one
something about
industry
similar
for
to
entertainment.
this.
If
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
say that as a general thing.
Yeah.
So I know it's
No,
number one.
I think it would beat movies and
Yes.
maybe just music on its own, but when you combine them, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm hesitant.
Okay,
I'll
so we
go
have
with
a
you.
false
I
from
think
Evan?
false. I think false too.
False.
I'm
from
gonna go
Trent, Zach?
true just to be different.
Okay. Zach is the only one who got it right. The video game. It actually makes more than TV. To hear the stats, okay?
Big
So
ups,
this is from.
boys.
So I saw this on a website first, but I tried fact checking it. There's a Forbes article published in 2022.
Oh, that's how you know it's
the most
true.
current one I saw. Well, that's just they're a reputable article, and here's what here's the stat. So in 2022, the global gaming industry generated an estimated $184 billion. The global music industry generated $26 billion, and global movie industry generated $26 billion.
That seems really low. The music industry.
That's the
This is what
Forbes.
the stats
I
say.
don't know what to tell you.
Is that just like record sales, or is that including like, anything involving like music that an artist puts out?
I don't have those numbers.
I would
just have
assume
two.
just record sales.
I have two different sites collaborating though that video games make the most. This one's just the one that gave me stats.
Okay.
Interesting.
And it's a pretty it's like billions a lot of money, and video games have a pretty solid lead.
Yeah.
Even if we
What's the
assume-
numbers? Sorry, I lagged out there for a sec. Could you say the numbers right quick? I'm sorry.
Yes. So according to the Forbes article I read, which if you want to fact check, it's called Video Games. Wait, that's not what it's called. That's the fact. It's oh, let me pull it up. Sorry. It's the gaming industry.
Oh my
A
goodness.
behemoth. It's
This guy.
now it's loading. It's the gaming industry, a behemoth with unprecedented global reach by Forbes. It says in 2022, the global gaming industry generated an estimated 184 billion. In 2020, the global music made 26 billion, and movies made 26 billion also.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So, again, you could double check at home. But that is
No,
what I found.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, so Zach's in the lead with 1 point. That is kind of crazy though, but I think video
Let's go.
games do kind of be like that.
Let's go.
I
Okay,
just didn't know to that
fact.
extent. Like even compared to movies, I thought it was semi closer, but nuts.
Yeah,
Anyway,
well, I
continue.
want to talk about that for a sec. Again, I'm not sure. Like, you guys could look up numbers and see if someone finds a different number, but
I believe it
is.
because like the biggest money makers right now are like Call of Duty and Fortnite. I know Call of Duty's tanking lately, but Fortnite's like a lot of this stuff's just AI generated or whatever, and they keep selling the bundles over and over again, just printing money.
Yeah,
Yep.
and music is everywhere, but I just don't know that makes as much money as video games, especially. Yeah, there's another. Yeah.
Well, like
Oh,
the
I
big
don't want.
thing,
Yeah,
the big money for music is when people go on tours.
I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know enough about the music industry.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was trying to see if that stat was all encompassing of music markets, but I don't know. I can't.
I don't
tell
know how you would
what to say.
even check that. Is the other issue.
It'd be hard to find.
It would be, yeah. So.
Fact 2.
Numero dos.
This is, I guess, for Zach, but it's true or false, so maybe you get it.
Uh-oh.
In The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Link's model actually changes height by a few millimeters depending on the direction he's facing because of how the camera perspective warps.
True.
True.
Okay, we got true from Evan. Trying to read true also.
I said true.
Okay, 2 trues.
I've
Zach.
never heard that before, so I'm gonna go false. But if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be kind of sad. Luke's smiling.
Zach takes another point. It's false.
Oh my goodness.
That's just not a real fact. I just made that up.
Really good. That's very creative, Luke. Good job.
Thanks. I figured I was trying. Okay, fact 3. In Red Dead Redemption 2, the AI horse behavior was influenced by early military robotics studies. That's why horses, quote unquote, refuse to walk near fire in the game.
I'll be honest. I played Red Dead 2 for like 15 minutes.
That's okay.
When you played it recently, do you remember if it wouldn't walk past fire?
That's what I'm trying to think of. I don't think I got out of the snow section in the game.
So in Red Dead Redemption 2, the AI horse behavior was influenced by early military robotics
I
studies.
do know
That's
that
why
the horses were influenced by the temperature. I know that for sure.
I know. I thought that's
refuse
the
to walk
question he
near
was going to
fire in
ask.
games.
See, I don't know this whole military robotics thing.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that's false because I've seen
I'm saying
horses on
false.
fire in that game.
False. Evan,
I'm saying
what are you going
false.
for?
Seems like a weird thing for you to just come up with, though. So
Yeah, but I bet he was feeling real smart after he said the other one. He's like, I'm gonna keep going.
It's true. You just say it out loud. It's true.
No, I didn't say anything. Do you think it's true or false?
I do think it's true. I'm trying to remember. It will avoid like certain things, the horses. So like, I'm fine. Like alligators and snakes and everything, it will like actively buck against going in that direction.
But fire?
So I'm sure fire. Yeah, why not? Sure. True.
That is it's false. It's not true. That's,
Great guess.
you know.
100% so
No.
far.
So far, Zach's perfect. Trent has a point. Evanson at 0, but that's okay. Fact 4. The Sims was originally designed as an architecture simulator. The Sims. The game The Sims.
Yes, true.
We have one
False.
true.
I'm trying to think of
Give a
Sims
false.
1. I played like 2 and 4.
True, false, Zach. I need your answer.
I'm gonna go with true because it gives me major like roller coaster tycoon vibes. I don't know why.
True is correct. Zach stays perfect. Evan gets on the board. It
Let's
is.
go.
Yeah, no, I don't have any facts for that one. I just looked that up on a list. That is true. I don't have.
That's
I can pull up
awesome, dude.
facts
I'm
for
so
this
glad. We
list
should
that made
stop
us.
here because I got a perfect score.
Nope. Star Citizen is the
Uh-oh.
most expensive video game developed ever. True or false? Star Citizen.
Oh, when was this study done?
Doesn't matter. True, 100%.
I had the list, but I think I got rid of it, so I don't know.
GTA 6 is
2024.
getting up there.
Is that the one that I'm thinking of? That's like
I think it is the one
yes.
you're
no,
thinking
100%,
of.
100%.
I think it is
Yeah.
the one
True,
you're
true,
thinking
true,
of.
true.
I'm not Googling anything other than like Trent. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go true.
I'll follow these guys. They know more than I do. True.
It is true. Someone can explain it to Evan. It's like it became a huge thing. You could buy like unique individual spaceships in the game that no one else owned. And it almost became it's pretty much a money pit though. That game's crazy. There's a bunch of like YouTube things on it. Maybe Trent or Zach can explain it better while I pull up the next one.
Oh, and I think like it's a super in-depth game, and I think you can even the stuff you buy you can like lose. So people will buy these huge ships, and then they'll explode, and then you're down literally like thousands of dollars for that ship.
Yeah. You
There
could
might
buy
be even like a
fleets and stuff
subscription model and stuff like that. Like
for thousands of
it's
dollars. Like
insane.
it's a crazy money pit of a game.
Is there
Oh,
like
wait.
a huge following for it? Like, is it a popular game at all, or no?
I
I
don't
think
know the
it's more of
numbers.
like a niche collector's
It's more like a
thing.
cult following.
Yeah.
That
That's
makes
what
Like
I'd
I-
say too. And
there was a
Luke,
Reddit
that was a
story-
question that you said it was the highest like budgeted game, right? Like the
Most expensive developed. Like it didn't make
Expensive,
it just
yes, okay.
It cost the most to develop.
yeah. That was the other thing too. The amount of money that's thrown in there is insane.
Yeah. I was
Continuously.
just gonna say the fact that GTA 6 has gone on from such a big company for as long, like eventually the cost is gonna add up. But I knew it wasn't gonna beat the other game. I just wanted to try to talk a little more.
Yep, so Zach stays perfect actually, 5 for 5. Trent and Evan are at 2. So there's 5 questions left. It's still anyone's game unless Zach gets 2 more right, and then it's only his game. Fact 6: Elden Ring's world map proportions are mathematically aligned, so every major region's capital sits within a golden ratio, spiral centered on the Erd tree.
On the Urge tree,
hmm
and you're talking about Elden Ring.
Yep.
I won't be able to hear you for a second, but I'll say true. Let's keep going. But I think it's true.
Okay, we have 1 true.
Can you repeat the start of the question? Because I thought you were talking about Elder Scrolls for a second, and then you threw me off.
Elden Ring's world map proportions are mathematically aligned, so every major region's capital sits within a golden ratio, spiral centered on the Erd tree.
Man. That seems like a yes, but I'm thinking no because of it. But I played Elden Ring. I got to the first boss, and I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm not having fun. So I played a different game.
I don't know what an Erd tree is. What is that?
It's just like the tree at the center of the map. It's like
Okay.
it's kind
And
of
so
like
then everything else is like proportionally within that golden spiral. Okay, I get you. I'm gonna say true, just because I don't know that out of nowhere you would just pull golden ratio spiral out of nowhere. So that's where I'm going.
I'm going to go with false, mostly just because they both went true, but I'm not sure that it is false.
that's a crazy strategy. But it worked out. It's false. It's not real.
Oh
Zach got the point again.
This is crazy work. Dude.
I didn't think anyone could do this well. Okay. Fact 7: Super Mario Galaxy's gravity engine is so efficient that NASA engineers once referred it in a presentation about low memory simulation.
I'm just going to say whatever Zach says. That is my strategy on this. Going forward, whatever Zach says, I
NASA
steal.
took Mario Galaxy's gravity?
Was I right? Was it true?
No.
No.
It's crazy, Trent.
I don't know, man. Mario Galaxy's gravity is kind of impressive, I won't lie.
What's this question?
It was the Super Mario Galaxy's gravity engine is so efficient that NASA engineers once referred it in a presentation about low memory simulation.
I'm gonna go
Yeah, I'll
with.
say true.
I'm gonna go with false.
And Evan, I'm assuming you're on false.
Yep.
Zach and Evan get the point. Zach stays perfect.
The only reason I thought false was because some of the stages you can see in like the middle of them, and there's like a black hole, and I know NASA wouldn't be cool with a black hole just sitting in the middle of a planet.
Okay. Here's another one. Mobile games make more money globally than console/desktop games.
I'm gonna go with true.
What
So
type
Zach
of
says
games?
it's true.
Sorry.
Mobile games make more money globally than console/desktop games.
I cannot hear you, Trent, but I can see your lips moving.
See, I'm thinking like
Zach says
you
it's
can
true.
you can pay for like Clash Royale stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
Wait,
that is huge.
That's
Clash
gotta.
is
There's
huge.
Fortnite mobile, right?
That still exists. It did for a little bit, but I think it stopped being a thing. Maybe it's a thing again, though. I think it might have came
I
back.
think your studies are a little bit older, and I know mobile games make bank. Think of like all the iPad kids.
Candy Crush, like
I'm saying I'm
Pokemon,
going true.
playing.
I'm locking in true.
Evan.
Yeah, I think I am gonna go true, not just to follow Zach, but because I do think there are some absolute money makers.
And Trent.
Fortnite though would be like a quite a huge competitor if it's just console now.
I'll say I think mobile games do not make as much as the other ones, and even depending on what it says, a lot of mobile games they now do have like ports to like computers and stuff and to desktops. They have like a like so you can play them on your computer. So I know they're still considered computer games, but semantics, I guess. But anyway, I think false or true,
Okay.
whichever way it was worded.
Yeah, no, Zach and Evan are right. Trent's wrong. So Zach says perfect. I have the stats here. Despite experiencing a decline, this is from 2022. Mobile games account for 56% of gaming revenue in 2023, compared
56.
to
That's crazy.
22% for console and 21% for desktop. So that's why I want to think when it comes to like mobile games for like versus like gaming versus music and stuff too. Like mobile games themselves make so much money.
And the problem with mobile games is you always buy like diamonds or gems or whatever.
Stupid gotcha games.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
Gotcha
just buy
games
stuff.
get you though, that's for sure.
Okay, two last questions. No one can beat Zach, but can Zach stay perfect? And can Trent beat Evan? These are the questions on the mind. The Creeper, an enemy from Minecraft, was created by mistake when developing the pig model.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Was it the pig though?
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm going true.
Was it the pig? Yeah, I'll go true, but I'm not positive it was the pig. We all said
And
true.
Trent. Okay.
Trent said true.
Oh, sorry. That's what Evan said. You all said true. Yeah, no, you guys are all right. That is true. That is not
Too
false,
easy,
but
dude. Come on. Oh my goodness.
I didn't think you'd all get that one.
Come on, dude.
So I only have one more to mess Zach up, but that's crazy.
Dude, I'm kind of nervous now.
Okay. The very first video game Easter egg is found in Adventure for the Atari 2600, where the creator's name, Warren Robinette, was hidden in a secret room. This is just, if any of you know this, like true or falsely to be true, I'm gonna be very impressed.
Man, if it was gonna be any game,
Can I look up a picture of Adventure, or is that cheating?
I will allow it.
Because if it's the game I'm thinking it is, then it's 100% true.
if it's the game I'm thinking it is, it's true. Adventure what?
Just Adventure.
Yeah, I'm going true.
Yeah, I'm going true.
I can't find a picture, but I'm pretty sure it's true. Yes, it's true, 100%. I saw a picture now. It's
Okay.
true.
Yeah. You guys all got that. It's true. You all did very well.
So
So actually,
Adventure,
let's
that
have the
was the
scores.
one that there was sequels for, right?
I think there's been a lot of sequels for it. That was
Well,
the
there
one
was
that the guy literally like he goes into a room. I think he finds a key, then he just goes against a random wall, and then it just opens up.
yeah, but there was an Atari thing where like I forget, it was like they had a competition and like the first one to beat it, there's like 4 prizes. One was like a golden crown, one was like a sword, and then there was like 2 more. But Atari went bankrupt before they could give out the final last one or the last 2. I think
Yeah,
it was
that's
that
ringing a
game.
bell. I don't know if it's adventure, but it's I know what you mean. It was one of those like older adventure games.
I was just like, I made it because I was really impressed by the mobile game stat and the video game versus like
Oh no, it
music
was
and movie stat. But
So
Zach
that's
says
Sword
perfect. I made up all
Quest.
the other ones for the most part and
Sword
got some
Quest.
from lists, and so I'm good job, Zach. Evan would get second with 6 points. So you all basically broke even because Trent didn't break even. Trent had 4 out of 10. But other than that, you almost got that.
I'm glad I
That's
got the
crazy.
last one right because the game I was thinking of was called Sword Quest. And there
Oh,
was
Okay, anyway,
Quest. Yeah.
there was 4 games. So one was like Earth World, one was Air World, there was a Water World, and one of the prizes was never given out. It's in the Atari vault forever, I guess.
all right. Well, we can move on to the next segment. That's all I had. It was just some factoids. You know, you at home could play along. Maybe you
I'm so
got
glad
10 out
I
of 10 like
won
Zach.
so much.
That's crazy, Zach. 50%, 100% of the time. 50-50, 100% of the time.
Oh yeah, dude. You know how it is.
Awesome. That was fun, Luke. I like 50. I like true or falses. That's fun.
That was cool. Yeah.
So, guys, I have news.
Oh,
Let's
what
Nation
is it?
News.
What's the news?
Oh shoot! I exited out of shoot. Hopefully, I
No,
don't need.
where's our
The
news?
news
I'll
is
make up
gone
news.
forever.
It may not seem nothing at all, but
The age of AI is now.
That's your
I'm gonna
Whoa.
betray all of
news.
you to the machines.
Have any of you guys heard of Tilly Norwood?
I really wish you said
Yes.
ChatGPT.
I actually haven't.
No, I haven't. Me neither.
Luke, have you have? Okay, good. It was just Evan. I'm glad. I'm glad it wasn't all of you. Okay,
Would?
I'm gonna say some things, and then we can go from there. Tilly Norwood
Haley or
is
Tilly?
the
Tilly.
Tilly Tilly Norwood is an AI actress.
Oh no.
Created by the actress, comedian, and technologist Aline van der Velden, CEO of
Come on,
AI-focused
Eileen.
production company Particle 6. Okay. Just one moment. I accidentally exited out of the thing. Okay.
These
Oh, that's
pictures
not what
are
I want. Actually,
creepy. I
this one.
googled her.
Yeah.
She's
So
always looking the
that's the
same way,
thing.
even if
There's
her
a new
body's
AI
not good.
actress. She's been making a lot of headlines because agencies have been kind of going after her. She's been on the market to be picked up by an agency to go
That's crazy.
and be part of movies. Okay. I'm gonna read some quotes from the creator herself. Van is what I'm gonna refer to her as, the girl I just said. And then we'll talk about it. And then
These
I
are
have some
quotes
other
from the
things to say
AI or the
afterwards.
creator? Sorry.
This is the quote from the creator of the AI Tilly, but this is Van, the creator.
Okay.
To those who have expressed anger over the creation of my AI character, Tilly Norwood, she is not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, a piece of art. Like many forms of art before her, she sparks conversation, and that in itself shows the power of creativity. What's that? Dying.
Trent
I
dies in the
see
pod.
AI
That would be an
not as a
excuse.
replacement for people, but as a new tool, a new paintbrush. Just as animation, puppetry, or CGI opened fresh possibilities without taking away from living acting, living acting. AI offers another way to imagine and build stories. I'm an actor myself, and nothing, certainly not AI character, can take away the craft or joy of human performance. I'm almost done. Braden Tilly has been for me an act of imagination and craftsmanship, not unlike drawing a character, writing a role, or shaping a performance. It takes time, skill, and iteration to bring such a character to life. It represents experimentation, not substitution. Much of my work has always been about holding up a mirror to society through satire, and this is no different. Now, I'm opening it up to the group. I have two questions for us to maybe talk about. And then I have some other quotes from her later on. So mainly Evan, if you've heard us say other things, just don't say it right now because you're gonna burst my bubble.
Yep.
Um, question one: what do we think
We
of
should switch
this?
something super racist.
AI
You know, can expect me to
AI
take Collins at
being
this time.
an actress, being used as an actress, and then B, what do we think of her perspective of saying that it's just like specifically like CGI or puppeteers and stuff? Whoever may go may go.
I have a question. I know none of you are Tilly the AI, but my problem with this idea is, what does Tilly add? Like, what you're making it sound like some kind of revolution, like CGI and animation added. It did things that were not otherwise possible. But what is Tilly going to add?
Well, I'll jump in right away. Like it's just a different form of animation in a way that lets you do different things. Like it's more of a realistic animation, and that in itself is something different, probably.
I
Would this
guess
AI be able to play in like live action movies and look like a human?
I was gonna say
Or is it more
that
just a
what
voice
the
actor?
impression I got was that she was gonna just, all she was gonna do is replace actress at some actress in some major role. Is all I got. Because if you were gonna say that she was like a hyper realistic cartoon, then what's the point of casting her? Like, why would you cast her? Why wouldn't Tilly be the character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious how it would be implemented into movies. Like, can this an AI actress play in a live action movie? Is it only for animated movies? Can it only play animated characters? Is it just voice acting, or is it actually like full body acting? Can you drop a full body actor almost kind of like a mocap into an animated movie? Is that what that is more acting
I
like?
will comment on that. Like it is a full body entity. They have an Instagram account, LinkedIn account, which has been going for like a couple months now. They're trying to
Can I
build
look
her up.
it up just to
They
see what it looks like?
yeah, you can look up a picture.
Yeah, why would you
Uh,
not be able?
there's also actually a short comedy sketch that Particle Six, the people that made Hilly, created. And it's 100% made by AI. So it does star Tilly, but it also has other AI actors and actresses. Um, the sketch itself is small. It's disgusting. If you want to look it up later, you can watch it. It's like trying to be a
It's
satire
disgusting.
towards itself and like
Yeah.
trying to promote AI over regular ways of making a movie. It's terrible. But yeah,
Yeah.
like it is a full body. And as far as that is another question that I was thinking too, like would they want this person to act with other people? And originally you'd think no. Another quote that I was gonna bring up later that I'll just bring up now is they said that they would want her to be the next Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman. So the fact that
Whoa,
they're even comparing
that's a
her
spot the hole.
to real world actors and actresses makes me maybe think that they would want to try to put it in a regular movie. I don't know though. I don't know. We've never
Well,
seen it
that's
yet.
what I was thinking. Because Tilly is obviously the actress, however you want to word that. But the only application I could see is by taking a job from a person and giving it to this bot that can work longer hours and not mess up takes and like whatever. That is the only application. Unless you wanted to do some kind of animated whatever where Tilly is a character, but that does not seem to be the case.
I'll let Evan say something. I do have another thought to add, but Evan hasn't said something yet about it. So Evan, you can
No,
jump in.
Zach just hit on why exactly like this is gonna be not the like this is a threat to real actors is because she has no hours. Sorry, it has no hours that it can work.
That's a good point.
Uh, it won't say no to uncomfortable scenes. It won't fight back with the director. It won't argue or be difficult on set. It doesn't need food. It doesn't need all of these things. So it's
Stop selling
easy.
me.
It's
I've already
easy to
bought.
work with, and that's why people want it, is because uh, everything that makes someone human, it's stripped away, and it's nothing anymore. So no, Zach was completely right with exactly what it represents.
And I say like, well, I don't think I'm fully against it. And I kind of buy the person's arguments for the AI thing that she was dropping at the start. I think there is actually a place for it. I think I was looking it up while we were talking because I'd never heard this before, just to get my head around it. Like, I do think it has to be used correctly, but I'm already in my head. I know there are directors who just aren't going to work with it. Like, I really can't see Scorsese or Spielberg or a lot of directors actually wanting to employ an AI model unless it is to play an AI robot character, which I think there is a spot for that. I mean, I think there is something really cool you could do with it because it can play a different type of character that humans can, in the sense that it really has no emotion, nothing to draw from. It doesn't have experiences. Like, I found a quote here, which maybe I don't know. I don't think this is one of Trent's. Can I say it, Trent?
Go for it.
Here's a quote from one of the people who I think runs there. To be clear, Tilly Norwood is not an actor. It's a character generated by a computer program that was trained to work of countless professional performers without permission or compensation. Has no life experience to draw from, no emotion from what we've seen. Audiences aren't interested in watching computer generated content untethered from the human experience. I mean, that sounds bad, but I think there are some applications where it could play AI characters. I mean, if it plays like the character of itself in different things, I think you can employ it that way. It's just about being smart. I don't think everyone's just going to start using AI actors. I don't think they can do what actors can.
I think if it was used the way that you're so hopeful about, then sure, it's not a horrible idea. But I don't see it at all. Just the way AI is already going. Like, Call of Duty had a lot of problems with AI being in it. Friggin' schools, all like homework is now all, like pretty much assigned and graded by AI at this point.
That is not true as a teacher.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Definitely not created with AI, and not done with AI either.
But like, I don't know, just the only way I could see this going. And like I said, if you wanted to do Tilly as a character, I think that's kind of one thing. But the problem is the precedent that this character sets. Like, I think I didn't think about it until Evan said it, but like doing the uncomfortable scenes, how many actresses have complained about the uncomfortable scenes? And now we can get an AI to do it because nobody else is going to want to. And then it's just going to set that, like, oh, we can just do all these weird things that we've been trying to do in Hollywood for years. And now they're not going to come out and say anything about it because they're not programmed to do anything about it.
To be honest, though, most of the time, there's someone else just comes and takes the place. Like, unless you have like a 5-star actress, they can just find somebody else who's willing to do it. I find.
That's what I mean. We found the ultimate other actress.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even without AI, there have been stories of like they let actresses go or actors go because they wouldn't do something, and they find someone else who will do it. Like, if you really want a scene as a director, and if you have some pull, or if you have a movie, like actors, it's a hard job. Like, they will do a lot to be in a movie,
Yeah.
So
And now we have the ultimate other actress. You're
I
kind of
think there's.
agreeing with me right now.
Yeah,
Well,
you're saying
I don't think this is I don't think we're really going to see it. Like, I think actors would already basically do anything, on screen.
so. Okay, Luke, do you think the invention of this person, who is the ultimate other actress, do you think that means that people will be afraid that if they don't say yes to a certain scene, they will get replaced like that, leading to
But again,
more uncomfortable
I think
scenes
that could
being
already
recorded?
exist for a lot of actors.
And do you
I
think
think that
that's a
pressure's
bad
already
thing?
there.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
I don't know. It's kind of part of the job in some sense, right? Like, you work with a director, like, obviously you should have the right to say no to something you don't want to do, but a director should also have the right to see their vision through with people that, they want to see their vision. I think both sides have the right to want to do
Well,
what
I
they
mean,
want.
like,
Like,
I'm thinking of, have you heard of like Dan Schneider and the Nickelodeon
Yeah,
stuff?
no, I
Like,
don't know.
you
I'm
know
not
how,
thinking just like a
Zoe
random stunt
101?
that might get. Yeah,
You
like
know
this
Zoe
is weird
101?
stuff.
No.
Like, that show was like big, and it was Britney Spears' daughter who was like the main character, and she left the show because she got pregnant, and it was theorized that she got pregnant because Dan Schneider was doing some weird stuff with the young actresses back then. But now, if you come out and say anything about it, boom, you're gone. The bad stuff already happened, and now we just have an AI to replace you. That's been friggin' warming up for.
But I think that's different. I think that is different.
Well, I think it
I
just
think that's a
opens
really
the door
hopeful
to
view,
it.
Luke.
I
Like,
think it opens the door to a problem that's already been prevalent.
No, because I'm talking about not doing scenes and having an AI replace them. If you like sexually assault somebody, like it wasn't caught anyway. It doesn't sound like. I'm not saying that he didn't do it, but I'm just saying like having an AI model there wouldn't be more or less likely to get him to be caught on this thing or to get away with it. It sounds like. I just think this example doesn't relate. We can debate the merits still. I think you guys have valid arguments. Like I'm not saying I'm all the way for it, but I really did vibe with her argument. AI is kind of in a sense inevitable, and we need to get used to as a society working with it rather than working against it. I mean, this was already always going to be a progression. I'm less worried about it being a thing and more worried about how we can manage it as filmmakers and as people who engage with film going forward. I think.
I agree with you, Luke, but it should be a part of like the workflow at the start, and like it should be a part of the production side. It shouldn't be a part of the on-screen art side. uh it can be a useful tool in a corporate setting, but it has no place in art. It just doesn't.
Oh, you see, I disagree. I think it does.
And okay, so to your one point that you made, that she could be good for this, I don't know if you've seen Prometheus or Alien, Resurrection, whatever it is, Alien something. Um, but the AI character that Michael Fassbender plays is amazing. It's great. If that was a real AI playing that, I wouldn't care about the movie at all. I just wouldn't.
But that's just your opinion. I mean, that's like not to say like, yeah, it's fine. You cannot care about it, but I'm sure some would really care about it. Michael Fassbender would be great, but he's not. He's not literally an AI. You know, it's like you can literally
What do
get
you think
something to
acting
do this
is?
that is.
What do you
Yeah,
think
sure, it's
acting
becoming
is?
something else, but like, I think it would be really cool also to get like somebody who could really do it. Like this AI is an AI. You really can't get more realistic than that.
Natalie Portman wasn't a princess. She played a great princess. Like
Yeah,
this
you
is
can still have great performances,
so
but
that is
like
acting.
an AI
Millie
being an
Norwood
actor.
actively wouldn't be acting because it would just be them existing. And that
But
isn't art. That's not a portrayal of a mirror of society. That's nothing, is what it
I
is.
just because you have to craft the AI. I'm with her. Like her creating the AI is a creative process. It's like coding. I think there's great art in that, and the application of that is part of the art of making it. And so I think her making that is an act of art. Its use is its use is predicated on how she made it. Not all AI is the same, and so how it's implemented is art. How it's used is art because it's not the same
But
as any AI. It's even
you're
a character. So how it's in movies is a character.
you're advocating it for it to have no emotion in these movies. So you're
That was
not
my first
advocating
stance,
it
but I'm
for
willing to
it to
change.
be
I'm willing to change on the stance. I
you
just think it
want
can
AI
do the
actors.
AI. I think it can do the AI role also. I think it
Do
can
you
play the
want
art
AI
role.
actors?
Yeah, I think I've already said I'm pretty pro of the actor
You're
thing.
pro AI actors. That's crazy.
Why?
That's
I don't want them taking over everything, but you said yourself like you want it to be implemented properly. You're saying you don't want any actors, AI actors at all? You never want any
no,
AI acting in a movie? I think there are
of
some
course
really
not.
cool applications. What about I don't know, maybe this is a
Can you think for a
different
second, Luke? Evan, would you be against like you say, like you don't want to see like on screen and stuff? Would you be against like AI programs being used during for like for CGI or even like an animated movie, AI being used in that process? I'm not saying like the image is straight AI, but AI being used during the process of making something. Would you be against that?
No, because that is like an extension of animation CGI programming. So that I think that kind of goes all together. I have no problem with it being used for de-aging because that is a part of CGI. Like, I don't have a problem with it being used properly, and I do think that is the proper format. I don't want an entirely AI animated movie though. Like, I want someone to be building the characters and these in this world, and then using it to fill in. Like, you don't have to hand animate every single background
Hmm.
building. Of course not. that is a perfect use of AI. But to replace someone like Natalie Portman or Scarlett Johansson with an AI actress, no. Like I don't know how Luke's making this argument. That is
I don't
such
know how
the
you're not. I think it's closed-minded to not accept that it could do a good job.
It's not close minded because I said acceptable uses of it. I'm not saying no
But your
completely.
acceptable uses is incredibly restrictive, only to it filling in the blanks. Basically, I don't want. I now you use the extreme. I don't want AI making a whole movie. I don't want to say make a movie about two princesses in a
Okay,
castle.
so
I just
where
think
is
like
your
the
line then?
implementation. I think we can have AI characters and things.
Where so your line is you're fine with it being the main star, but other people have to populate it.
There has to be like any movie has actors, but there's directors. It can't be fully AI. I want there to be. I'm just saying you can mix it well. I think one actor isn't
Okay, so
not
where's your
necessarily
line?
mixing it well.
I think
Tell me
As I
where
that
your
said,
line is.
fully made by AI.
I
Okay,
That's like
so you
that's
would
the
be
extreme
fine
end, I
no,
guess.
that's too
if this
vague.
Tilly person is the main actress and every other like side character is a regular actor. You're fine with
Yeah, I think I would.
that's
That's an
crazy work.
interesting exploration of something.
If it's exploring AI, but that was your one excuse.
There you go.
If it's doing
There you
something
go.
like
It's already coming right there.
ScarJo or Natalie Portman was doing, you want Padme to be a friggin' AI? Do you think you would care
No, I'm
about
not saying I
Star
want to
Wars at
replace some
all?
movies, but I also don't think, as I said at the start, I don't think it will. I don't think we're
Oh,
just
I
going to
think it
start
I
will.
losing.
100%. I
I
think it
think it
will.
will.
Why would it not?
Nah.
You have a friggin'
Here, I'm gonna jump
You
in
have
for a second.
someone. Okay.
Sorry, if you have something you want to say. Okay.
No, no, go for
I'm
it.
just gonna jump in right quick and get some other things right off. Because I wanted to open up with the positive sounding things. Because personally, I would have been so against it. But just hearing it related to like another tool, in her toolbox of art and stuff, I thought it was an interesting argument. I'm gonna go into more of the crazy things that I've seen about it. And regardless of what you think of it, some of this stuff is ghoulish. I think everyone can admit that. The fact that she has an Instagram page, how they're talking about her. I'm saying her. I should be saying it. I like that you said it a second ago. How everyone's talking about it and stuff, like it's just ghoulish and it comes across weird. So just one second, and then we'll go back into debating because this is great. Fudge, I missed it. Oh, I just want to throw this in. So that short that I talked about earlier, that was 100% AI made. I highly suggest you guys watch it because it's insane. The most insane clip I got out of it is this. So this is not Tilly saying this. There's a bunch of AI characters in this. This AI character who's talking about casting 100% AI people in things says this. Only bit it struggled with, the AI casting, was consent in romantic scenes. We just ignored that though. Is literally the line that was in that, which just sounds ghoulish. And of course, it
Yeah.
makes
Mm.
sense. It can't give
Mhm.
consent, but it sounds ghoulish. 1 second. Um, on her AI post, and this goes into the side that I hate. That I'll be interested to hear from you, Luke. Is that they're making it sound like it's alive, while also admitting that's an AI. So it's a weird in between that they're trying to balance. So this is on her Instagram page. Tilly, this is Tilly. I may be AI generated, but I'm feeling very real emotions right now. I am so excited for what's coming next. And that was her caption on the post of the short
That's
that she
weird.
was in. Ghoulish, right? We'll be done in a second, sorry. Blah blah blah, Scarlett Johansson, Natalie Portman, ghoulish. People are realizing that the creativity doesn't need to be boxed in by a budget. There are no constraints creatively, and that's why AI can really be a positive. It's it's just about changing people's view. And then Van, this is the creator, says audiences, they care about the story, not whether the star has a pulse. Tilly is already attracting interest from talent agencies and fans. The age of synthetic actors isn't coming, it's here. So that's where I'll stop. I'm sorry for all that blabbering. Um, Ghoulish, like I keep saying, because I think it's the perfect word for it. The fact of saying that sounds so weird, but then I go back to her saying relating it to CGI and animation and stuff, where those things don't have a pulse. But I think that they are two different things, right? Animation, like, it's been put so much human work into it that it ultimately does get a heart type thing and a pulse, if you would. Can AI ever get that? I'm not sure. And then that goes into the whole thing of, are we in the age of synthetic actors right now? And right now, the answer is no. I don't think anyone would go to see this. I think everyone would admit that it sounds ghoulish. Um, people see de-aged people, or sorry, not de-aged in like movies and stuff. And yes, that isn't AI purely, but even that in itself, people don't like a lot of the times. So I just wanted to make the argument that we're definitely not there yet, but it's scary that people are trying this
Yeah,
much already.
I
Yeah.
just like, why would you not like it's going to get to the point where they're going to pick AI over people. I
Eventually,
think
yep.
that's
And it's scary to think
inevitable.
too. We could go to a point where AI is its own category of animation.
Yeah,
Like literally, like, oh, we're seeing the new AI movie this weekend. Like, could
Yeah.
that be a thing that we get someday?
I think so. But I don't see a single world where this is not absolutely abused and people are losing jobs over it.
Agreed.
Like
I agree. I think it will take some time though
like
for it to be like fully
yeah,
successful.
but
You know,
sure, but think about how
Yeah.
far AI has come in a year.
that is true. That
Yeah.
is true.
And now you
The
have
That
first,
short
now
though,
you have people that are specifically trying to get it into film. Like up until this point, AI has basically been like, how do we get AI to do enough to get it out there? We need AI to blanket enough things so that people can like use it for whatever. But now you're going to have billion-dollar corporations like Disney going, I want it for this specific movie adaptation. Like, I need it
yeah.
for this specific thing. That's going to speed it up so much more than it already has been.
oh, I'm gonna go Evan. That was the other thing too that was in that short. I keep talking about it. Sorry, I should have covered the whole thing at the beginning. They try to kind of say that AI is the better option than just mindless remakes, which is a crazy argument to make, I think. And then they of course go into the fact that how cheap it is, which that's a whole conversation in itself.
Yeah.
In the thing, they say that the budget for the whole AI film that they made would be less than the food budget on the Bear. Is
That's
kind of the
crazy.
joke that they tried to make,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which like it's insane, but it's also kind of
But that's what I mean.
do we get to a point where
Yeah.
making real movies are so expensive that AI is the only way to kind of do it at some point?
I think that's a
Like that
real
was the question that
danger.
I saw. Maybe at
And
some point.
and imagine a world where you don't have to wait years and years for sequels and whatever. You can go like
Yeah.
I don't know next week and have an entire new feature length film. Why would I stop for someone who needs to sleep or eat or get paid or do multiple takes when I could just hit render? Like
Yeah.
I just don't see a world where it's not absolutely abused.
Think about the amount of crappy content Netflix already puts out anyway. If you look at the statements that the CEO makes, he doesn't care about movies, he doesn't care about it. It's a content machine. The second he gets his hands on an AI actor and can just plug them into any movie, the first movie that this Tilly does, it will be watched because people are interested.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, I wonder how they're going to accomplish that. And the second that happens, it will be normalized. And then that Netflix CEO is just going to pump out tons more trash just to keep the people entertained, keep them not even entertained, just busy doing something. Because that's all it is right now. It's something you throw on in the background while you're doing something else. He actively knows that. He knows you're on your second screen. Just look at his comments. So he is going to abuse it like crazy. Any CEO is going to look at it. Why would I pay millions of dollars for Leo in my movie when I can just render someone who can act just like it? It's not gonna. It's not gonna happen
And
that way.
you're probably right eventually, and they're gonna try to abuse it that way. I just don't think it will happen that quick because like the A-list names that they get for those streaming movies that are just pulling people in, like those actors are big names that have been on talk shows and they're likable and da 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 da. I just don't know what
Yeah.
that will look like for AI. Like
What we
maybe
already
it
have
will
it. Tilly's
be just
already on
play
social
plastered
media.
everywhere. Maybe we'll just be
Tilly,
plastered everywhere.
yeah, Tilly hasn't even been in a movie yet. We're all talking about her.
But to be fair, half of us didn't know it coming to this episode. It's
I was
only
gonna say
because
I
they
haven't
brought
seen
it
it
up.
on mainstream stuff. I've just heard this on my podcast one day. I haven't seen it on.
You listen
No,
to
but I
other
Other
mean,
stuff.
podcasts?
Whoa! You know,
Anyway, go for it.
What?
we aren't talking about some up and coming 20-year-old actor, like real actor. We're not talking about them because we haven't seen any of their work. They haven't been in anything. So it we're
But
talking
that's
about
not
the
a product
person.
of AI. That's been a part of like how movies are now. I think. I mean, I wanted to go back to this. The pumping out crap, that's already happening. That's not like a product of AI. That's just a product of big corporation abusing the movie making that we're at. I think AI does expedite that process, but we're kind of already going that way. The internet did the same thing. The internet expedited that process of movies, and both, I think, offer valuable new artistic explorations with drawbacks, right? Because the internet sped up all these things also. I mean, the internet allows movies to pump out movies, and it allows CGI to take over like hand drawn animation or making effects, right? So, I mean, the internet is, I think, back to that first quote, is a really good comp for AI. But I think both do allow for really cool new avenues also. Like, obviously, the internet allowed for a bunch of new cool things in movies. Maybe we don't see it all with AI yet, but that's kind of where I'm at with AI. I don't see the full picture, but I kind of think it just has so much potential in everything. Like, why can't it do a lot with movies? And I think even as we could talk and debate this and the morals and ethics, like I'm not down for everything with AI. And some of those things you said, Trent and Evan and Zach said, it's ghoulish. The superstardom of an actor, and Evan and I have talked about this, has already started kind of going away. We don't really have the Tom Cruises, the Tom Hanks anymore. AI speeds up the process, I think. I'm with Evan there. I think, logically, and this is sucks to say, it does make sense if people are already churning out crap, AI allows them to churn out more crap cheaper, which I mean that it seems like a logical progression. But if that was already the way it was going, and this speeds it up, and there are new good to come from this, my problem's not with AI, I guess. My problem's with the corporations who would be misabusing it. Benefits, and I guess I want to end this rant with this. Like, there is something to say that new filmmakers who would never be able to make something because they would never have any money in their lives can now access things that can maybe emulate an actor or do something interesting with the technology, animate something, and get out their vision for a story that they could never before get because movie making is an incredibly expensive career that almost no one can access now. So maybe it's worse for the actor, but I think it could give more potential directors a voice. This is a whole separate debate that I don't really want to say because I think it could bring up a really interesting / maybe it's a morally gray area. But speaking of like actors who have passed away and are already being used in movies, I feel like AI would be an avenue for doing that. And I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I haven't really thought of it, but I mean, they brought back I don't know who played Tarkin in the new Stars movie, but obviously there was a lot of CGI effects to render him as a real live person who was alive. You could do that with dead actors. I'm not sure where that fits morally, but I mean, I think it would be silly to not explore any of the potential AI has for movie making in all forms, I guess, for a little bit. I mean, it's so new to just write it all off seems like it's not my decision.
Yeah. That's a good point with the little guy that isn't able to do big movies and stuff. I already know, like on YouTube, people making fan fictions are able to actually give it like an image behind their
Oh,
story
perfect. We
using
need more of those.
AI. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's nice. So that's a good point. I do like that point.
I have one concern about like the dead actor coming back. Regardless of how you stand on it morally, one of my big issues is like imagine you know how like the big actors they always have their time. Like I don't know, when was the last time I saw Morgan Freeman in something? But now imagine an actor that's never gonna age, never gonna move on or whatever. Like we're talking about new directors and stuff getting into the market, but I feel like it makes it so much harder for like a new actor to get into the market when you know that at most you'll have your whatever, like I don't know. So you can act for like 40 years. An AI doesn't care about that. An AI could be the number one star potentially forever.
That's a spooky thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think there is something to be said also though for the aging of actors. Like a lot of my favorite actors had careers in like the 90s as the young people and they aged into that old person role in movies. I think there is like I
Would they
guess
would they
that's
age
maybe
the AI? Would they age them up over
I don't
time?
think so.
I
But I think
doubt
that's
it.
part of my argument is that I think there is just something special about the human performance and the human eye that AI will never fully take over. So maybe that's why I'm more willing to allow AI to do things because even if it does it, I think there are going to be I guess I just think humans are always going to want to see humans a little bit. And there's always going to be that human performance in art that that is
Yeah,
still alive and AI is just going to amplify in some ways and there are going to be some things
I really
that
hope
don't get
so.
amplified.
I hope so, but I'm not too confident in that.
And truthfully, we won't know
Well, we might.
for a long time.
Yeah. I think that's a really positive view on AI. And if you just look at the history of anything that's been created, it rarely turns like a net positive. Um,
Does that mean
I
you're down
mean,
on the internet, dude?
Well, I'm just looking at where AI is going already. It's not. It's already taking jobs. It's already doing slop.
yeah, like
Well, I expect to
the
have this
internet.
comment though. I think internet definitely did more positive than negative. I'm pretty much for most creations. I
It
mean,
starts. Everything starts out great. The one thing that Chat GPT AI, it hasn't started out great. It's actively lost people jobs in this industry. So
there's
like,
already been a medical breakthrough because of AI.
and
What
that's fine.
breakthrough?
Again, I'm advocating
I was
it
looking up a list
in
of breakthroughs and I
corporate
don't remember
and
exactly what it was
science
like
and all
right
that.
now.
I don't think AI has a place in art, and that is my
I just
position.
think it's the same with internet, dude. It's a
I
different
I think
form.
that's such a
Like,
you call me closed minded. I think that's also such a closed minded way to look at
why?
it.
Why? Because I would say
That it can only
creation
be
is.
positive. That it can
I'm
only
not
be
saying so.
positive.
I already said there are negatives, but saying we shouldn't do any AI, saying we shouldn't have any AI actors because AI is just bad. That's crazy.
Okay.
Like creating an AI is a creative process, and not all AIs
Well,
are the same.
so Luke, let's talk. Let's say the
Let's
AI
talk.
Let's
process.
talk podcast.
Oh, let's say the AI process actually was sped up a little, and James Gunn was just having a terrible time looking for his Superman. No one could give him what he wanted. So he said, "Frig it, if no one's going to give me what I want, I'm just going to go to an AI." And David Cornsweet was replaced with an AI for Superman. Do you think that movie would hit nearly as hard?
No, but are you saying that that's not a creative choice by the director to replace his
I
lead
think
with an AI?
Superman's pretty much already a robot.
Like
I
that is
You
the
shut
definition
your
of a
mouth.
creative choice. To replace an actor with an AI, that's the director making an
Yes,
active choice. My problem
sure.
would be the only way I would agree with you, Evan, is if we had AI if it was completely AI. If it was an AI making an AI
Do you
movie, you
not
hired
think
AI
it's going to head
actors.
in that direction? Do you not think it's going to head in that direction?
I'm not sure. That just depends what we think of the true potential of AI. Can AI ever?
I
And at
wish
that point, if
to
AI does become fully, to that point, I think AI has to eventually just gain consciousness, and at that point, we're talking like Blade Runner. And I kind of am on the side of those Blade Runner where they called replicants. Replicants and things I would just consider humans. Once you have a conscious, you can make stuff. So I don't know.
I would hope to be as
What the
filled with
frig, dude?
whimsy and
Okay.
wonder as you
Like,
someday.
you
Yeah,
really think an
that's
AI is
such
gonna be
a
able to make its own movie without somebody telling
yes.
it to?
100%.
Yes.
Like somebody has to command the AI, and once at the
No.
point you can't, when you say that AI at that point is
Okay.
free at that
So
at that level.
let's say the CEO, because he needs to make a new movie. He doesn't need to hire anyone else. He can just go to whatever, type in make a screenplay for this. It makes the screenplay, and then it can also start like animating it as well. It eventually it will just be one person who does it, and that'll be the top person. It's just another way to consolidate power, cut out the middlemen, the working class. It's already disappearing. It's just another way for someone at the top to consolidate power, not to get all like, you know,
And
but
AI literally
yeah, it's going to be a power grab because of how cheap it will be.
I agree, but
Let's also
my problem
let's
is
also
not the AI.
say
It's
that
just
like that's not that one person making that movie either. Like
No,
once I do fear the point where AI can just be like click a button, here's your movie type
yeah.
thing, and at that point, that's just the AI pulling from like that's nothing creative. It's just pulling from whatever the what's it called? Um, Someone help me. Like it's an AI, the
Database,
system
like research.
database. Thank you. That works. And just pulling from that, and then their input and then output. Boom. And the input is not human based at all.
yeah. I don't have a problem with
That's
that.
fair.
As I said, I'm just not fully against trying an AI actor or trying AI in different facets and then seeing what happens. And again, I would say the problem with again, let's say it was one person on the top. My problem is less of the ads; it's of the people at the top. It's of the people who are implementing it wrong, who aren't there for the art, who are there for the money, and who just it's not to me. It's not the tool that we should attack. It's the people who use the tool. AI doesn't kill people.
So
People kill people.
I would attack. I would actively not go to people who use AI actors. Like I wouldn't go to their movie. That is my form of attacking them because I disagree with that.
For sure. That's okay. Yeah, you can do that. I don't think that that goes against my argument.
Well,
But
okay,
like,
so I'm advocating against you. I'm not attacking AI. I'm advocating for not using it.
well, but I
You
don't
can't
know. I think
attack something
because
that doesn't exist. It's
I guess
artificial.
I
It
just
does
my
not
point though,
exist.
if some director was earnestly trying to use AI, then I would go see it. If somebody was just crapping out an AI film, I wouldn't see it. If Scorsese dropped a movie with an AI character, I would say, you know, I'll check this out. If a director who could never get a movie released, who talked about my entire life, this was the avenue that I was able to do it. This is my dream vision come to life because of AI. I would go see it. If it was versus if somebody at the top, if we just start seeing, as we talked about before, the crap that we're already seeing on Netflix, if we're just seeing that again, well, those are the movies that I don't want to support, but I'm not supporting them anyway.
Right, but because you're advocating for it to be used, you will be advocating for those movies down the line. You're saying it's just the way things are, and I disagree. I don't think that's a good
Well, that's the
argument
thing. We
for
can either
allowing it
you
to
can
slip
only
further. You're
you're
allowing it
saying
to slip further because you're just saying this is the way things are.
but you're
And
saying you can
that's
only accept all of it or reject all of it. And I don't believe
I'm
that.
not
I think
saying reject all of it.
because
I'm
you are
saying
because you're
reject it
accepting
at
the
this
you're
I've
rejecting the AI
drawn the
actors.
line.
But yeah, my
Yes,
line is
that is where
fully
I've
AI.
drawn the line.
I'm drawing a line too. I'm just drawing a further line. My line is further in the sand, but I'm allowing AI. I'm allowing AI actors. I don't think that's too crazy to draw
Your
the line after
line
that.
your line will make people lose jobs, will make people
Your
lose
line also will
creativity,
make people
will
lose
make
jobs. Your line
bad
also does that.
content. No,
You don't know that. You're not. Yes, it does.
who the AI
Animators,
person that
dude.
does not have a job.
Animators. Animators
I
will lose
just said you
jobs.
can use it in animation. I said you
That's
can
what I
do it.
said. That's what I said. Animators will lose jobs if you can use it in animation because you're not going to need as many of them to do all the small things. No matter what, AI is going to take some jobs. Your line still takes jobs of AI. Mine might take more, but I think you also get more benefits from my line. There's no one answer. Both have
Your more benefit is to see Tilly in a Netflix movie. That's your
no.
benefit.
Again, some
That's
as you because you're clearly you're just
crazy.
simplifying what I'm saying. Some directors who could never make movies can now make movies.
It has actually never been easier to make a movie than right now.
It's going to get
Every
easier. It's
Everyone
going
has
to
a
get
phone.
easier.
So that argument that now allowing AI is gonna make people be more creative is just not true. Anyone who's already doing it is doing it now,
But you can't
actively.
get not everyone can get good actors. Not people never everyone can afford good actors. Not
And
everyone can
AI isn't
animate
a
things.
good actor. It's not an actor, period.
See, now we're just getting now it's a completely different debate. But having
It
something
would
that
be
can
like
emulate
I
having something
drew
that can emulate an actor and can say the words that you write for it. Again, you're right. It might be the easiest time to make a movie. It's still not easy to make a movie. Not everyone's making a movie. Most people can't. Most people can't make a movie that anyone will see. But AI is just going to make it so more people can, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. That is one good thing from AI, and that's only one. There's going to be others.
no, because without it,
That's
it
crazy.
forces
That is
you to
crazy.
be more creative. It asks, do I really need this character? Like it allows you to fully understand your story better than just plug and play.
And I'm gonna jump in now. Luke was starting to sound like the bee from the Bee movie, so I think that's probably finishing up now. Um, it's a slippery slope, I think, is what we can end on potentially, and let's just hope that it isn't. I'm really excited to
Slippery
see
slope is a debate
Megan.
fallacy while we're talking
I'm really
here.
excited
It's
to see Megan
English
3
teacher ball drop. It's
AI version, so that's really exciting.
Stay tuned next time to see if AI is a good idea or not.
Yeah, we'll catch you
We're
next time.
replacing us all with AI.
I'm just gonna say that.
I call
Yeah, I think
Tilly.
we'll close it
I
there.
call Tilly.
Any
I
last
could never do what I do.
comments, everyone? Thanks for
If we do
listening.
AI,
We'll
I
catch
want Tilly
you.
to play me.
Ooh.
Okay, Zach has dibs on Tilly. Everyone, remember to eat your breakfast, and we'll
I
catch you next
hate
week.
AI doesn't need breakfast.